subscribe before you go. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl by Love Party Heaven. So guys, today we're styling this frame. So I've been seeing people style this frame for a while now, and I love the outcome. It's simple, small, can fit into any space, you know. I got my frame from allstins.uk. That's in the United Kingdom. If you're in the US, I think you can get from AliExpress, or it's something a welder can do for you. If you find any handyman around you, it's something they can build for you. And you could also make it with pipes and drapes yourself. So yeah, it's something you could make the frame yourself and paint it, or you could, you know, get an handyman to make the frame for you. Anyway guys, if you're new to my channel, please remember to subscribe. Please, if you're watching this channel, just subscribe. It's free and it helps this channel to grow, guys. Anyway, so we're going to be doing a lot with the frame, and as always, I'm going to be using beautiful colors. I'm using the new Tuftex Blossom. It's kind of like lilac-y, and then I've got the Tuftex Cayon Rose. So it's another shade of kind of like purple lilac, you know. So I'm going to be mixing the two colors. So this is 11 inches Cayon Rose, 5 inches Cayon Rose, 16 inches Blossom, and 11 inches Blossom with some 5 inches. So those are the colors of balloons I'm using. And then I'm thinking of having this Cayon. Cayon is like the big rave balloon now. People are so into it in the UK. I don't know if you can find it in the US yet. And this is the mirror white gold. So it's gold, but it's kind of like really light kind of gold. I love the look, and it's something I would love to mix with nude. So I'm going to be using it, you know, maybe in another video. Then I've got like florals we're going to be adding. So the plan is to attach my floral cage. So this is the cage, and then you put it comes with the floral foam inside. So what we would just do is we would arrange the florals, you know, while the cage is attached to the frame. So to attach the cage to the frame, and so also you don't have to use the cage, you could just use the foam alone. So you could use cable ties. I've used cable ties in the past, and you could also use 260Q. So all you need to do is, because this has got like, it's got like holes at the two ends, so you could use the, what's it called, the 260Q to tie it on, or the cable car. We're going to get to that later. So but first, let us inflate our balloons. So I'm going to start off with the Cayon Rose first. We're not going to need a lot of balloons for this design, because we're just going to do a long garland and let it sit really wide bottom, slim in the middle, and then to the ceiling. Okay. Okay guys, so we inflate our balloons here and just tie them into twos. So also you tie some into threes. The threes will be used to like finish off the garland at the end. So twos first, the twos you're going to make them into fours, then the threes you're going to use them to finish off the design at the end. Take notes of that, guys. For the 16 inches, all I do is I just inflate them into like maybe 12 inches and 10 inches mix. Or there are times I'll do some at 13 and
15 inches. Just make sure they are round in shape. And how do you make them round in shape? When you inflate them, you press them down on the table or use your hand to press them down to make it have like that very round shape. For the 5 inches, you inflate them into 3s and 2s. Okay guys, so for the mirror gold ones, because I didn't have 5 inches to use, so what I did was I broke each one into 2. If you want to see a video of how I do this, like a close-up video, I will put a link in the description, or you could just check my playlist and you would find it. It's really simple and easy to do.
Okay guys, so we're done with inflating all our balloons. The next thing is, like I said, I was going to make a garland, attach it to the frame, then we build up on that instead of doing it in clusters. So I've got my 260Q. I'm going to tie it together. I'm going to tie a couple together, like maybe like 3 together. So I've got my 260Q. So like, as always, remember I mentioned this is 16 inches. So I'm going to start off with 17 inches because it's Tuftex. So 2 17 inches together to start off.
Okay guys, so I continue making the garland by mixing the the smaller balloons, which is the 11 inches, and then a bit of the big balloons, just creates like a balance. You don't want the big balloon to be too much on one side. You want it to spread out in all of the garland you're making. So also, because I'm using 2 different colors, I had to make sure that the colors evened out. The next thing is to attach the garland to the frame. So for the top part, you could just move it around. You could see the balloons are being moved around quite easily. I'm just wrapping it around the frame and everything is just staying in place without stress. So the really big balloons are at the bottom. So for the Calisan gold mirror gold balloon, I didn't want it everywhere on the garland, so I just placed it on the side in the main garland, and then I placed some at the top. So next thing, you just ensure you do your clusters to bulk up the whole garland. So I've just done clusters in 6 and 4s and 5s. This would help give it that bulky look that the old garland required, and the bulky part has to be at the bottom, not in the middle. You want to create like a design kind of, you don't want the middle to be too thick while the bottom is thick, if you get what I mean. Another pro tip, guys, when you're using your 260Q to wrap around the balloons, you need to make sure you wrap it into the main garland. Everything has to be pulled in together. This will give you a really tight garland. Make sure the balloons you are attaching are wrapped into the main garland every time. So you can see I'm adding my bubble balloon. So how did I make this bubble? All I did was I stuffed in the lilac balloon into a bubble, and then I put in a bit of gold foil into the bubble, and I inflated it. That was it. So as always, my 5 inches, all I'm doing is using the neck of the balloons that are there already to tie in the 5 inches. I am not using 260Q every time. I would only use the 260Q if I can't reach the neck of the balloons that are there already. No point wasting my 260Q. You get it? Another thing I try to do is I ensure my 260Q is not placed too much in a certain area. So like, I don't like it being too clustered up in certain area in a garland. I like to spread it out, it looks nicer to the eyes, isn't it, guys? So try and spread out your 5 inches balloon when you're putting them into the garland. So guys, once you've attached all your 5 inches balloons to the garland, the next thing you need to do is just push the balloons together. Make sure every piece is sitting where it's supposed to sit. Make it look nice and pretty. Move balloons you think they're not looking right, move them right. That's it.
So guys, it's time to do the floral bit. So this is my floral cage, because I know a lot of you ask about how to attach and all of that. So you could either use these clamps. You can find this in my Amazon store. Link is in the description. So you could use this. You place it here. Either way you want to place it, you could place it this way. So you could use these clamps, or this clamps works with backdrops because it's, you know, it's wide. So when I'm putting a floral arrangement on a backdrop, this is what I use. If you're going to, if it's a solid backdrop, you know, like maybe a flat backdrop, and you want to like place the floral arrangement in like maybe the middle or something, what you could use is you could use fishing line, or yeah, fishing line, the best bet. You take it in, you know, through, and because fishing line is transparent, isn't it? So no one will see it, and you run it through, you know, through the cage and out and all of that. Yeah, so we're going to be using the clamps for this. You could turn the clamp around. So that's how I'm going to leave it. So you could use this clamp, or use cable ties or 260Q, either one of that. Arrange our flowers around it, you know, all over this. So I've got loads of flowers. Normally what I do is I cut up the flowers. I don't want it to be too much on one side. I could do this.
Okay guys, so all you need now is just to arrange your flowers. You don't have to push it in. I think the look now is for the flowers to kind of like, you know, be long and hanging out. So that's what I was going for. I know there was a video I did, the last video I did on the floral arrangement, I cut the flowers shorter, but I think this longer ones looked really nice. I've seen people use that style a lot these days and it looks really nice. When the, you know, the flowers are really like long on the floral foam. So just keep arranging them, using the shorter ones in the middle. The ones that are fuller and short, use them in the middle to fill up. I personally wish I had more flowers to add to the floral foam. So if you have more roses than I do, by all means use it. Just make it look pretty and lovely. The palm leaf, I couldn't use 2. It didn't feel right, so I just used 1.
Guys, we're all done now. How beautiful is this masterpiece? I am in love with this gold frame now. As in, it's so amazing what you could create, you know, using the frame, just one of the frame. You don't even have to have like And you could do 3 of this. There's so much you can do with the frame. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed creating with me. And for those that are always asking about, you know, how to hang the floral arrangements, I hope you got that bit too. If you have any questions, let me know in the description. Remember, before you go off this video, subscribe, please subscribe, and drop a comment, please. Let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you same time next week.